Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to Mods and Coffee. Today we're going to be going over a mod that a lot of people have talked about, tried to really do, and haven't actually succeeded at. It is the 2019-2018 rear update, or the refresh on your Q50. Disclaimer guys, the easiest way to get this swap done is just buy a 2019. But if you have a 2015 Hybrid S, because they did not make those in 2019, then you're going to do what I'm doing right now. So this is the rear. It's all done. I'm gonna show you how to get to this point. This is off a red sport. I had everything painted to match because this white crystal pearl is so hard to match. Tail lights, trunk lid, picked everything up on eBay from some salvage yard vendor who was awesome, worked out a sweet, sick deal with me. Shout out. And yeah, it's pretty sick guys. I love it. I love the look. It's way better than the old bumper, which is kind of just sitting in the kitchen right now. Anyways, let's jump into this video and get it going. First step, you're gonna come in here. I think I'm gonna have to remove the old camera from here because I did a test fit. And this camera color, this camera color was like spot on when I plugged in the 2019 rear camera. It was like a different hue, if that makes sense, and it had a red X on it because it needs to be programmed. So I'm gonna see if I can pull this camera out. And I've got Diode Dynamics in here. This stuff right here, you're gonna want to get these for putting the new tail lights on, because the new tail lights are a different kind of LED, and you will get a hyper flash, which is like super annoying, super quick flashing. So first step in here, we're gonna end up popping this plastic trim off. So let's start there. Here, so you'll see these little clips in here. Those two. There's two over there and two on this other side. Pop those out real quick and we'll get this first trim piece off. Okay, now it's loose. I'm gonna just take everything out of here. I'm not sure how much space I'm gonna need because I've never actually had to remove the rear bumper cover before. See, this will pop right out. Just a few pop clips. And now we have access kind of here. We can just literally squeeze in back here now, and this is your harness for your tail light. So I'm going to do a quick little test with the Diode Dynamics, make sure that I get the resistors correct first and try to figure out where I want to mount them up, and then we will do the rest of the job. Okay, we've got the Hyper Flash module installed. This thing does get warm, so when you're testing it, it'll just kind of happen. It just kind of blinked right there because I haven't finished the connections. I just tested them, but blue to black. Blue is your turn signal, black is the ground, and that's how you want to mount it up on the Diode Dynamics deal. So now that I know it's going to work, I'm going to go ahead and push forward with the install, and we'll get everything buttoned up and good to go. But I know now I have to remove the tail lights, do the trunk. It's going to be a couple hour endeavor, I believe, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. The next thing I'm gonna do is just kind of pop this cover off so I can get access to the camera back here, remove it, plug it into the new trunk, and see if that color hue shift isn't happening with that, and if that works, then I'm gonna go ahead and move forward with that also. To finish removing this, just pop out each one of these stoppers here, little handle, pull that out, and then this will just unclip, just pull that forward, and then it'll be loose. Oh, there's one more clip in the middle. Don't forget that one. All right, y'all, next step here, there's 4 of these like 8mm nuts that you need to take off to remove this piece. And when you pull this out, it'll look kind of like I've got the 2019 one here. It'll come out with these 2 wires, the camera, and then the locking mechanism button, I believe. So we're gonna try to swap the cameras, and then I'm gonna take this, plug it into the 2019 trunk and run the wiring harness and make sure, like I said, that the camera hue is the way it should be. Okay, once you get the nuts out, you're gonna undo this one and this one. There's only 2 that really go straight into that trim piece, and then you'll be able to pull it out. And little trick here to pop this out, just get your trim, like a trim tool, because there's pop clips holding it down, and just kind of pop it up. That's it guys, just do it on each side, pop it up, and then it's gonna come right out. You see that? So now what we're gonna do is swap the cameras. So you just got some Phillips here. pull out one camera, put it in the other camera slot. That's what I'm doing. And by the way, guys, test your 2019 trunk before you do this, because you might not have the color shift hue issue I did. I got mine from a junkyard, so maybe that's why it's kind of off. I really don't know, or maybe it's something completely entirely different, but that's why I'm doing this video, so let's figure it out. Okay guys, here's what we gotta do. The cameras are completely different. I just noticed by looking at the plugins. So 2015 plugin, it's got that. 2019, it's got the smaller one. And I think the best thing to do, which this is gonna be kind of time consuming, y'all, just swap the harnesses entirely, because everything else is plug and play, and this will actually avoid you having to reprogram the rear camera and any issues like that. I know some of you all may not want to do this. I just think this is the most inclusive and like the best route to go, so I'm gonna take my time and do that right now. Okay y'all, harnesses are out. I'm gonna go ahead and run the new one back on here. I mean the old one. The old harness on the new trunk, and mount up all the lights and everything and get it ready to go. All right y'all, trunk is completely assembled, ready to go. I'm gonna go get my roommate to help me out with this spot. Just two 10mm bolts on each side. We're gonna get that going real quick, and then we're gonna have this mounted up. Guys, this is Felipe.
How's it going, guys?
He's also my personal trainer, my coach. And what's your Instagram page?
Our Instagram page is adaptfitness_. Go follow us on Instagram right now.
Yeah guys, so hit that up. We're gonna get this changed out. Okay, so I'm not gonna torque it down all the way yet because I wanna make sure the trunk lines up correctly. You can see, like right now, it's not shutting all the way. There it is. And just check my lines on each side to kind of make sure I get it as even as possible. Whoops, I left that right there. All right, so it's lined up perfect. That's how it looks. It is debadged right now because I had the trunk paint matched to the crystal pearl color that, you know, is so hard to paint match in white. So anyways, moment of truth. Let's make sure the camera is good. Let's go ahead and throw it in reverse. It's good, no red X, color is the same. Everything's badass, we're good to go. All right, y'all, I'm already maybe a couple hours in, and this last part shouldn't take too long. We're gonna remove the bumper cover. I did take a break during this and made myself some awesome breakfast for lunch, which was A+. Anyways, we're gonna do this first thing right here. Pop off that black plastic clip. You can have your 10 mils here, and there's this bolt here, and there should be two others under here. And then there's a bunch of pop clips underneath, which we're gonna get. Just looking at the new bumper here. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, maybe 6 holding it on all together. Possibly something in the corner here, I don't know yet. And I think it's all pop clips on the bottom, so let's run it through. All right, we're getting all the pop clips out and bolts. I'm not sure if this is necessary, but there's 2 in here that I'm gonna undo so I can get part of this splash shield pushed forward. Because I feel like there is one right here, but I can't see it yet. Unmounting it was pretty straightforward. The next thing I'm gonna do is take off all the sensors and get them ready to plug into the new bumper. You should end up at this point. Got all the clips here to go back into the sensors. This sensor I couldn't undo. I don't know why. I'm sure it doesn't even matter. I can probably reuse it. So anyways, gonna mount this back up here in just a sec. Gonna put the bumper on here and get it going, guys. All right, I've run into one temporary issue. There's these 2 pieces down here that are holding the very bottom of the bumper together. These aren't long enough, so I'll probably have to pick these up on eBay or at a junkyard, somewhere like that, to get the right ones for the red sport. So I'm gonna look that up later. But I'm just gonna mount them up for now and stick some 3M tape on this side so it kind of just holds it in place. So it's not like flopping around. But yeah, if you're switching it up to a red sport bumper, that is something different if you're doing probably a normal 2019 bumper. I actually don't have a definite answer, but yeah, this piece isn't the exact same size. Okay, y'all, everything is mounted up. Lights are plugged in. Diode Dynamics is working perfectly. Just to show you again, blue to black, I mounted this on the inside, and on this one I'm going to mount it again here against the metal, and I'm mounting it with 3M tape. So it's going to just mount kind of like back here, right there. That way it's not near any plastic or anything, and just against the actual unibody of the vehicle. Looks awesome. This is just kind of exactly what I wanted, just to really update the vehicle and give it, you know, just a fresher vibe, more about it than the 2015 bumper look. I just didn't like the other bumper, and I really like these taillights a lot better, so pretty stoked on it all. All right, y'all, thank you so much for joining today. Really appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe down below, drop a like, leave some comments, and I'll get back at you guys. I've got more mods coming up pretty soon, and I really do hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I do. I hope you have an awesome week, and I'll catch up with you soon. Peace out.
Show them.